say that warning would not save lives, which is Seattle's. Well, I talked to Vela once. I said that these people realized that AIDS was an attack, and he said, well, they imply it. So, in other words, implying something that in order to protect the perpetrators. It's a substitute for warning and apprehending the perpetrators. Seattle has been demanding the proceeds for the people who, by their own admission, murdered Martin Luther King. The evil of it isn't even just that it's mostly a white organization, but they get black people involved in the Green Party to say because they killed King, the people who killed King get the money because I'm black and I'm in the party. It's really far out that they can explain that to themselves. A nuclear threat against their own neighborhoods. Oh, I do think that sexual freedom seems a little bit stupid, especially when you add a lethal ingredient that spreads around with no intention of warning anybody, but as a philosophical statement from the people who engineered a musical revolution that led to broken home after broken home after broken home. A hit and run society that they glorify hit and runs all the time. And then they get the people who say that they're right for doing that to band together on behalf of genocide. I mean, there's a moral consistency, the idea that you should marry one person, wait until you love someone, then have children. There's a moral consistency to it. It's biological. And if you think abortion is genocide, there's a moral consistency to protesting abortion, saying don't do it. Teach people about the force of creation, the obligations of the unborn. And all of the arguments that are made by the pro-life people, there's moral consistency to it. But to bomb children into rubble, tell you that's a metaphor. To kidnap your neighbor's children, torture them, and force them to use sex, and put them into high-risk situations so that you can spread contagion to them. That's morally consistent. That's what Operation Rescue is doing. No, it's what people like Gloria Steinem are doing. It's the far-left women who support abortion are doing it because they're loosely associate their sexual freedoms with preferring John Lennon to a little brat Irish crybaby. And so Seattle wants the money for the people who murdered Martin Luther King. And so it's not a question. Would you say that again? Can you explain that? None of that is relevant. Those are the facts on the ground, the Zionists say.